Video?
Oh, you're cool.
Okay.
It makes for a better presentation this way, I think. Right. The main thing I want to ask you about is the changes coming to the Sprint Cup Series this year. Starting off with qualifications. They've formally announced that knockout qualifying. Is that something you're looking forward to doing?
Yeah, I mean, I like any time you have a mix-up in the procedures, the race procedures, what's going on in the schedule. So, you know, I think it's great for the fans. It just mixes it up. I think the single-car qualifying is something that, you know, was good for its time, but now with the timing and scoring capabilities that we have, the technology that we have, I think it's smart. It's going to be fun. I think the thing isn't going to be a whole lot different. You're still going to go out and try to get your fastest lap early, but when it's going to be interesting is, you know, the strategy that the teams that make the second cut and the third cut, what they do in order to go fast on the old tires, because you're going to have to go fast on, you know, 4, 5, 6 lap tires. So it'll be fun, but I'm all for it, and I'm glad it's happening.
Jim Utter released a story last week that set the NASCAR world ablaze. Possible changes coming to the championship format for the Sprint Cup Series. It looks like we're going to have knockout, eliminations. One of the races that has the elimination is Talladega. Is the possibility of us having that format something you're excited for too?
I'm excited for it. You know, a smaller team like Row Motorsports, it gives us an opportunity to make the chase. You know, we're not consistently strong enough to get top 5s and top 10s and make the chase the older style. So, yeah, if all of it works out how we've seen it to be, I think it'll be a great opportunity to kind of close the gap between some of the smaller teams, some of the larger teams. Ultimately, you still got to be fast. You got to be good when it counts. You got to make those cuts, the final 10 races. You got to be good the final couple of weeks of the year. But you got to win, you know, and it's not a given that you're going to have a lot of guys win every year. So I'm all for some of the possible changes, and kudos to NASCAR for kind of mixing things up a little bit.
And lastly, I really felt like you were hitting your stride with Row Motorsports last year. You qualified well at Martinsville, a short track, but you know that's your strength. But even on the super speedways, you had a lot of strength. Are you really looking forward to this year and really making that next step?
I am. We did have a great season last year. We kind of ended a little slow because we had several engine issues the last 3 or 4 races. But, you know, Row Motorsports has really grown since I first showed up there in 2012. And we've re-signed a lot of our sponsors from last year in bigger capacities than they held last season. So that's very good because it gives us the resources that we need to hire the right people to improve on our employees, on our competition side with our race cars. So it's a big game to have that. We're definitely started off the season in the right direction. We've still got a lot of hard work left, but we've got a lot of potential, a lot of good things on the horizon, and we're excited.